cultivated, and they do come up into the Cup Series.
All right, well, we got to get to the final word here, and that's Las Vegas this weekend. Going to be an exciting race underneath the lights. Obviously, I think Xfinity is tonight. You could probably help me out with the schedule on this, but Las Vegas, talk with us about Vegas, and we got to call it a day, sir.
Well, Las Vegas, they're going to start on this track when it's very, very hot out there. It's going to be a 7 o'clock race here on the East Coast. So they're going to be late afternoon by the time they kick these cars off. So they're going to have a transitional effect where these cars are going to start off on a hot, slick racetrack, and as the track cools down, they're going to get much tighter. So these drivers, these teams are going to have to be mindful of that fact. Who's going to go out there and win? I'm saying Brad Keselowski, or I'm going to say Kyle Busch is going to go to victory lane tomorrow night.
Well, we'll see what happens. Steve Wilson, Speedway Digest, I appreciate you jumping on and joining us. I wish we could have some more time with you, but we're moving into football season, so we got to just cram everything in. It's like one of those just move everything in together. But I do appreciate being able to be boots on the ground at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Look forward to the continuation of this year's NASCAR series. It's hard to believe that we're almost to the end of it, and we're to the end of IndyCar. Where can people find your work and masterpieces, sir?
You can find us on Twitter at Speedway Digest, Facebook.com/Speedway Digest, and SpeedwayDigest.com. And by the way, tonight, Florida State is going to walk all over UVA.
We're going to get into that. We'll make a point of having that conversation when we get back from break with Rick Riggin, our official college football contributor. Thank you so much, Stephen. You have yourself a good weekend, and we'll talk with you soon.
All right, thanks.
Steve Wilson, by the way, he's a big Florida State Seminole fan, and we'll honor that here in just a moment. We get back from break. We'll talk with Rick Riggin, our official college football contributor. Also, Adam, Superfan, going to be joining us. We're talking about the Ohio State University, visiting Bloomington, Indiana this weekend. We'll be right back right here on the Balance Radio Network.
Tonight, I just want to take you
The Air National Guard is a reserve component of the United States Air Force and serves alongside active-duty Air Force members in times of a national crisis. In addition, the Air Guard serves the state and local community in a wide range of capacities. The reason people join the Air Guard is as diverse as our members and includes such reasons as a deep desire to serve their country, money for college, travel, new job skills, and the pride that goes along with belonging to the greatest military organization in the world. I joined because I felt a calling to serve my country, but I didn't want to be far away from my family, so the Indiana Air National Guard was a perfect fit for me. With over 95 different career opportunities to choose from and 100% paid college tuition to any state-funded college, why not give us a call? Call 1-800-841-3103 or visit online at goang.com to find out more. Again, that's 1-800-841-3103. The Air National Guard, guarding America, defending freedom.
It's double trouble, double the fun at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. See the largest antelope on Earth, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. There's so much to see and do, including the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals, see live educational shows, feel the excitement. Have your picture taken with a python or cockatoo. Feel the adventure. Shop the Symbol Lodge gift shop with items available from around the globe. Visit the snack bar or picnic facilities. Enjoy a pony or camel ride. Or cheer your favorite porker on to victory in the famous Pork Chop Down. Bring your family to see the rare and exotic animals at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. Just take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the sign. Only 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you can save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike, you know.
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming and I'm loud. Roar.
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on Geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything. Cold open. Traveling in packs that I can't carry anymore. I'm waiting for somebody else to carry me. There's nothing to stand for me at my door. All the people I know aren't who they used to be. And if I try to change my life one more day, there would be nobody else to save. And I can't change into a person I don't wanna be, so oh, it's Saturday night. I pray for the wicked on the weekend. Mama, can I get another amen?
All right, welcome back to Balance. 917-889-8516 is our digit. Thanks so much for Steve Wilson for just jumping in there real quickly and talking some NASCAR with us. Obviously, a lot to talk about with NASCAR last weekend here at the Brickyard, this weekend at Vegas. I just got a feeling there's going to be more people in the Vegas race than there was here in Indianapolis. Hopefully, we'll change that. But what a great race it was! But we're going to jump into some college football talk, and then here in the next hour, we're going to get into our NFL talk with Ed Kracz, beat writer for the Philadelphia Eagles, SportsIllustrated.com, SI.com, joins us to break down the Eagles, the NFL, and a lot going on. But joining us on the clock now, Mr. Rick Riggin, our official college football contributor, and Superfan Adam of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and, of course, the Cleveland Browns. So we're going to get into that talk here in just a second. But, Rick, how is you, sir?
Hey, pretty good, Tom. Good to be back on the balance. How you doing?
Ready to rock and roll, man. Adam Jividen, super fan of the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Browns. Now, Adam, we're going to go easy on you on the Browns, but we're going to have to give it to you. And, of course, and I know you just think that redemption is yours if you're an Ohio State Buckeye fan. It's because you're playing Indiana. You don't even have to prepare. But come on now. We know that Indiana can play Ohio State very well, at least in the first half. Adam, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I got up, had a 1-hour workout this morning, and I was just waiting to get on here with you guys.
A 1-hour workout, does that mean that you just walked outside and walked back inside, or what's the 1-hour workout?
A total body, ran in a mile with a whole lot of weights and a bunch of other stuff.
Look at you, man, overachiever. You know what I did? I had a full body workout too. It was get out of bed, stretch twice, lay back down, get back up, let the dogs out, make some coffee, and start the show. How about that? Hey, I tell you what, my dogs are a workout in themselves. Before we get into Ohio State, though, let's talk a little bit about Notre Dame. Notre Dame, do we really care about New Mexico? New Mexico Lobos coming to Notre Dame. Let's talk about that game. Let's get it out of our system. I think what everybody wants to talk about, Rick, and that's the Georgia game. You guys got to win this game. Break down Notre Dame Fighting Irish this weekend. You're hosting the New Mexico. I said Cowboys earlier. I don't know why I said that because the other New Mexico team I think is the Cowboys, but it's the Lobos. Sorry, my fault. You know how I am about these mascots. I get some of them right. I'm 60-40 on it sometimes. But Notre Dame Fighting Irish. What say you, sir?
Well, New Mexico State is actually the Aggies, but hey, close enough.
Isn't there a Cowboys out there in New Mexico? Or am I thinking about?
I don't know. You might be thinking about Wyoming.
I'm thinking about Oklahoma. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Oklahoma.
That's Oklahoma
My bad.
State.
Go ahead. And Wyoming, you're right, Adam. All right. I'm no longer allowed to talk about mascots. Go ahead. I know that Notre Dame is the Irish. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to tell you why this game is important today. Everybody thinks they're going to use it as a warm-up for Georgia next week, kind of just like a practice game, but that's like where the problem is because they almost got tripped up by Ball State last year at home. And I was actually at that game. That was just an 8-point win against Ball State when we was favored by like 28 points. Well, today's a similar situation, favored by 34.5. We're not going to win by 34.5. So anybody listening and wondering where to place their bets, they're not going to cover that spread. And the reason why is because of Georgia next week. Brian Kelly's not that kind of coach. He's not going to embarrass a team, for one. Number two, he's going to go up by 3 scores, 3 touchdowns, and then pull the starters and not risk injury in a meaningless game. Well, it's not a meaningless game, but he's not going to risk injury to starters just to put up a couple more touchdowns on New Mexico today when Georgia's coming up next week. So they're not going to cover today, but they're not going to have any problems either. It's not going to be a repeat of the Ball State game from last year.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If you want to put some money down, you can now do it legally here in the state of Indiana and other states. So a lot of sports betting things are popping up across the state. Adam Jividen, what are your thoughts about Notre Dame Fighting Irish this weekend? I'm obviously looking forward to the big game that everybody in the world is going to be watching, and that's against Georgia.
Yeah, I think the big thing that Notre Dame's going to be wanting to do is just keep it as vanilla a game plan as possible. Not let the Ball State hangover for like what happened last year happen this year. Just put them away early. Your goal in this game is put them away early. Don't have to get anything on tape, and get back healthy. Like that's what you're looking for when you are severely outclassing an opponent. Especially one that now Notre Dame doesn't have obviously a conference, but not a marquee matchup. Your goal is just to get in there and take care of business and get out.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Well, guys, it may not be the game of the week, but let's just say that it's deja vu for the Hoosiers. We have a quarterback controversy again. So it looks like that we're going to have. To my knowledge anyway, it doesn't look like that Michael Penix even practiced this week. If that's the case, he's not going to start. And that's a pretty big thing. But you know what? IU needs to have a solid QB underneath center and ready to go. And it doesn't seem like Michael Penix is ready for the job. I have not heard the official announcement from Indiana University yet, but it doesn't look like they're going to be the quarterback. We'll start with you, Adam. Of course, your Ohio State Buckeyes. Let's get it. Let's let you just spew it out. You know how like you pop a pimple and all the stuff comes out. I'm popping the pimple right now. Go ahead, Adam. Let us have it with the Ohio State Buckeyes and Indiana Hoosiers.
I think this year's Ohio State team is probably the most well-balanced team we've had since the team that won the national title in 2014. to have a superstar already, sophomore quarterback in Justin Fields, and a host of weapons, whether it's running back J.K. Dobbins or the stacked receiver room with K.J. Hill and Benjamin Victor and Austin Mack, freshman sensation Garrett Wilson, to Jerry